We are drawn to stories of the unknown, tales that make our hearts race and our imaginations run wild. Tales of horror, of the supernatural, grip us with a fear that is both terrifying and exhilarating. They tap into our deepest anxieties and primal fears, making us question what we know about the world around us. They remind us that there are things in this world, forces beyond our understanding, that can challenge our perception of reality. These stories serve as a bridge to the unknown, a reminder that not everything can be explained by science or reason. One such story, a chilling tale that sent shivers down the spines of many, is the true story of Roland Doe, the inspiration behind the iconic horror film, The Exorcist. This tale has captivated audiences for decades, blending the lines between fact and fiction. This is not just a story of demonic possession. It is a story of a family's struggle against an unknown entity, a desperate fight for their son's soul. The fear and desperation they felt are palpable, making the story all the more haunting. It's a story that forces us to confront the possibility that evil might lurk in the shadows, waiting for its moment to strike. It challenges us to consider the existence of malevolent forces and the thin veil that separates our world from the unknown. Roland Doe was just an ordinary boy living a normal life in Maryland, USA. He had friends, went to school, and enjoyed the simple pleasures of childhood. Then, the inexplicable happened. It began subtly, almost imperceptibly. Small objects would shift positions, and faint whispers could be heard in the dead of night. The year was 1949, and strange noises echoed through the Doe household at night. Objects moved mysteriously, as if guided by unseen hands. But these were just the precursors to the horror that was to come. The atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive, and a sense of dread filled the air.
My behavior became increasingly erratic. I felt a constant unease, as if something dark was lurking just out of sight. I developed an unsettling fascination with the Ouija board, a gift from a beloved aunt who had recently passed away. It became an obsession, a way to seek answers from beyond. The once playful boy now recoiled from religious artifacts, my body contorting in apparent pain whenever near them. The change was undeniable, and it terrified those around me.
Fear gripped the Doe family. They were witnessing their son transform into something they didn't recognize. Sleepless nights turned into weeks of terror. Desperate for answers, they turned to medical professionals. Doctors were baffled. Medical examinations yielded no logical explanation for Roland's deteriorating condition or his bizarre behavior. The family was left with a chilling realization. This was something beyond the realm of science.
Our search for answers led us to the one place that offered a glimmer of hope, the Catholic Church.
Priests arrived at the Doe residence, their faces etched with a mixture of apprehension and determination. They knew the task ahead was not just a physical battle, but a spiritual one, a confrontation with forces beyond human comprehension.
What followed was a grueling battle against an unseen enemy. The priests chanted fervently, their voices rising in unison as they struggled to maintain their composure and strength.
The air grew heavy with the scent of incense as prayers filled the room, a desperate attempt to exorcise the evil force that had taken hold of young Roland. The atmosphere was thick with tension, every breath a struggle against the malevolent presence.
Roland's body became a conduit for the unknown. His limbs twisted and contorted in unnatural ways, a horrifying display of the power that had overtaken him.
He spoke in tongues, his voice a guttural rasp that sent shivers down the spines of the priests. Each word seemed to carry a weight of ancient dark knowledge.
Furniture moved violently, hurled as if by an invisible force. Chairs, tables, and other objects became weapons in this unseen war. Scratches appeared on the boy's body, forming words that spoke of blasphemy and damnation. These marks seemed to etch themselves into his skin, a testament to the evil force at play. The priests, witnesses to this terrifying display of supernatural power, found their faith tested. Their resolve wavered, but they pressed on, determined to save the boy and banish the darkness.
After weeks of intense prayer and rituals, the exorcism reached its climax.
The evil entity, weakened and defeated, finally relinquished its grip on Roland. The boy, exhausted but free, returned to his former self. The nightmare was over. Or was it?
Roland Doe's story didn't end with the exorcism. It left behind a trail of unanswered questions.
What was the true nature of the entity that possessed him? Was it a manifestation of evil or a cry for help from a troubled soul? Roland Doe's case, shrouded in mystery and controversy, went on to inspire one of the most terrifying horror novels and films of all time, The Exorcist. His experience became a chilling reminder of the unknown that exists beyond our understanding. Decades later, the story of Roland Doe continues to fascinate and terrify. It serves as a chilling testament to the enduring power of real-life horror stories and the questions they raise about the nature of good and evil, faith and doubt, and the very essence of our existence.